I'm starting things off today by doing just a little bit of a time lapse. Hello everyone, this is Chris, and I think I've come to the realization that if I don't work on this space at least a little bit every single video, that it's not going to get finished. Which is kind of why we did that first little bit of time-lapsing and actually building up some rooms. And this room you see right here, well, not furnished yet, is relatively finished, apart from maybe a chandelier or something like that, and it looks pretty good. It looks pretty in theme with the other rooms we have so far. And you might notice that this room isn't quite finished, and that is because there have been so many problems with this room. First off, when I was building this side right here, I forgot to add in these first two little bands of honeycomb and stone bricks, which meant I had to destroy this entire thing and rebuild it. And, you know, everything was going well until I noticed that at the very end, it was a little bit more squashed than usual because I built this side in one block too close, which means I have to tear out this entire wall too and rebuild that. And yeah, I'm just not in the mood for that. I will worry about this, about the rest of this room at some point in the future. But I still want to work on my base, but I guess just a different part of my base that is not part of the castle. And many people might have a good idea as to what I'm talking about, and yeah, it's the mountain part. I really haven't done anything to this terraining at all since we built this first part of the mountain last time, and I figured as though we should do at least a little bit more. We should just leave just one side done and every other side incomplete. And I kind of want to work on this side a little bit before the other sides, because the other sides is going to be relatively similar to the one we built over there, but this one's going to be pretty different because this one's going to have a much more gradual slope, and it's going to have I think he called it a canyon, where it goes down and it goes back up, or I'm going to have a big bridge made out of cobblestone and stone bricks and everything, and yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of other types of things like that. Like, this side is going to be way more interesting than the other sides. But who knows, I might think of something for the other sides, but at least right now I have much more planned for this side than the other sides. And I think a pretty good idea as to what we could do is we should build out more of this cobblestone pathway down, and then build the terrain around it, and then we can figure out where the canyon is going to be, where the bridge is going to be, and other types of things like that. And if you thought building with slabs was hard before, try building it gradually downhill while trying to build underneath and above. Like, it is much more difficult than I first thought, but thankfully we are slowly but surely managing it just about. Actually, I have an idea. I have a whole bunch of slow falling potions from that one cauldron glitch. Maybe these will help. Steroids, don't fail me now. And here we go. And oh, okay, it helped a little bit. It helped a little bit, but not that much. This is still going to be a very painful process, but maybe slow falling will help a little bit. Unless if it takes about half a year to get back down to the ground with your elytra. A couple hours later, we managed to make the majority of this one cobblestone path leading down what will be the mountains. And yes, I know it doesn't go all the way down yet. It will go all the way down to the bottom of the ground level, but for right now, I think this gives just enough of an idea as to what we're going to need to build the majority of this massive hill. And as you can see, I used stone bricks right here, which will be basically, I guess, the walkway for this bridge. I haven't designed the bridge or anything yet, so I don't think I'm going to tackle anything like that today, but I feel like we can do at least a little bit of training here and there up here. And I won't be honest, I'm okay at terraforming. I'm decent. I managed to build out one mega side of the mountain so far, but if I'm honest, I'm not that confident at it. I'm not that confident in what blocks I place and where I place it, so am I placing things correctly? Am I not placing things correctly? I really don't know, and I really don't know until it's pretty much completely done. Which absolutely scares the life out of me, because if it looks absolutely terrible, then I have to tear it all up and do it all over again, so hopefully the first time it will look at least somewhat okay. Now that we have this first part done, we can get a feel as to what this will actually look like, and I don't know. Maybe it's just because the grass isn't here yet, or I don't know, maybe we ought to wait until the grass grows, because right now, with just the dirt, it feels kind of boring, kind of bland. So maybe we gotta let the grass grow, but also, more importantly, maybe add some foliage, add some trees, maybe some rocks heading itself down the mountain, or something like that. While we wait for that, Scar, let's start working on this other side too. And there we go, the whole thing seems to be covered completely in grass, and if we fly to the sky, yeah, the terrain, everything right here, the terrain looks perfect, but it just looks empty, doesn't it? It looks just very empty. And I think a good way in fixing this is to maybe not build custom trees, but just grow out a few normal trees and maybe even azalea trees. That way it'll break things up just a little bit, but we don't want to overdo it. We don't want it to, I guess, cover up the actual castle. We just want to have, a little bit of foliage here and there. Maybe some grass here and there too, just to break it up again. Maybe we could even put some azalea, carpets here, just to stop some mob spawning. This might be a bit of a stretch, but maybe we could even incorporate some bamboo? Maybe just a little bit, maybe just 1 or 2 bits here and there. Again, we want this place to look less empty, but we don't want it to look too busy. And while doing all these training type things, James wanted to hop into a VC to have a look around my base, I guess might as well hop into a VC for a second.
So where are you at?
I am in the main courtyard, if you know where that is, with all the calcite, with the moss stone and stuff.
Yep, I'm in this window. Can you see me?
Where are you?
Hide and seek.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Do I go that way or that way to get down to you?
You can go either way. Like, take
Either
your
way?
pick.
Okay, I'll go this way then.
That way is longer.
I like
but you're already
this.
going that way. So I could show you around a few things. Obviously it's not done, but there's been a lot of progress here, and a lot of the rooms are empty because I don't know what to put in a lot of them. But
Alright, I want to see the courtyard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's like the newest thing I'm currently working on for I guess my next video. Here it is. This is I guess in my mind I wanted to think of like what would an azalea biome look like? And I think something like this. Something with, you know, a bunch of azalea trees, maybe some leaves around the place, a little bit of moss. Bamboo, maybe not, but the general pitch is maybe something like this.
Might I recommend something for making things a little easier to work on?
Yeah.
And kind of just give it a shape. Lava cast.
What do you
have a lava bucket on you? I so want to push her off. She's just sneaking on the edge. She's not by the edge anymore, is she?
We could tease her a little bit. We could tease her.
Oh, she goes.
Oh.
She gonna be mad. Oh, no. She's trying to kill me.
Sibling rivalry.
Okay.
Oh no. Just in case. Just remember, Elizabeth, just remember. Should probably give it to you before I give it to Elizabeth, because I think she's a little bit salty right now.
Yeah, she a little salty. Okay, so what you would do is you pour the lava, and you gotta kind of wait for it to head its... So you'd wait for it to head its way down, and it's a little bit of a long process, but it's a little faster than placing blocks yourself. And then you pick up the lava, and you wait for it to go down a little bit, and then you pour water, like this. And it just makes a bunch of cobblestone. So while it won't make like a nice curve down the hill, it'll give you something to build off of, at least.
You know, I was using slow falling potions this whole time, trying to build below.
Yeah, you can use a lava cast.
This is so much easier. Why did I not think of this?
So to my base we go?
Yeah, but alright, I've heard you've been building a tree. You are a sneaky little guy right there. I shall call you Puffy.
Yes, I am building a tree base. We shall call him Puffy. I'll bring a name tag when we come back. But yeah, I'm building a tree base, and we've been hard at work making the path recently. Last episode.
I've not seen too much of this yet, apart from like screenshots. Ooh, wait a minute. Before I go in, I checked out this store recently, and I know what's coming, so I want to turn my audio up. But basically, James wanted me to come over here to build a certain thing, and I think he linked it up. So whatever button it is, whichever one, is it this one?
It's the wooden one.
Is this one?
It's the wood button on the floor.
It's a Super Mario theme.
Super Mario! And I have the Cosmic logo.
Which I have still yet to fix.
Here.
And let me just say, even if I do fix it, it's not going to come up here because you locked the map.
No, it's not. Yeah, I locked this one. But, you know, I'm keeping the mistakes. If we go down this way, we have our storage system, which I have cleaned up recently.
I like how you use the copper. I don't know what it is. I just like how you use the copper.
I haven't finished the ceiling yet. I'm planning on maybe adding some sea lanterns and stuff to go with the copper. And yeah, it's very nice and neat. I haven't finished putting stuff on these walls yet, and I left space behind the chests to make a automatic item sorter. Hopefully, eventually.
Well, you thought ahead rather than me. With me, I just have chests, wall, and the outside. So I have no space for any auto sorting systems. It looks like an eye, doesn't it? Right now. Or
yeah,
no.
It does at the moment.
Wait. It looks like a sun, like a wooden sun.
A wooden sun.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like a sun that's about to burn out, but no, actually, a sun that's about to be born, because a burnout sun sounds like it'd be really bright.
Up we go. This is my temporary bedroom. Eventually, I'm going to be moving it up to the higher portions of the tree where there's more space. I'm going to say this as nicely as I can. This isn't really much of a room. It's just... Yeah, it's more like a bed.
Yeah.
Just bed.
A bed, and that's it.
A lot of people get stuck here because they think you have to jump, but if you jump, you end up overshooting, so you just kind of sprint off the end of here, and you land like that.
Okay, so you just run, you let it do its thing, and you miss.
Yeah, you gotta kind of keep moving.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
I got this.
Yeah,
I got this.
Everyone misses on their first try, so as long as you get it this time, you won't. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Okay.
And he misses for the second time.
You know what?
This is going
we have technology to skip this. There we go.
There we go. That went.
We'll edit this out. We'll edit this out. We'll say I made it. Hey, look at this! I made it.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. We'll edit it out.
Those are some bouncy slime blocks hitting me all the way up here. Wow.
But yeah, this is the Elytra Bay, and this is where I like to start the episodes.
This is a nice space. This is I like where it's going. I could see you obviously have like some branch work you're planning on doing, but so far I'm liking it. Well, that was a lot of fun. It's of course obviously a blast whenever I get to hang out with James, and of course if you want to see more about what we did around my base, then check out his video whenever it's released. But yeah, I think in general with what we did before that that little collab, I think this is probably the right way to go. Just a few trees here and there, and maybe some foliage here and there. And I think whenever we get the grass spread out all across here, then we will of course spread all we did over here too. But I guess we might as well have a look at it from the sky really quick. And yeah, I think this is the right way to go. This is exactly the correct direction as to where we should go with this small little bit of terrain up here. And we'll of course be working on that more in the future, but I think there's one other type of thing I'd like to at least get started on inside this video. And to do that, I need to pick something up which I've been hiding from literally everyone as best as I can, which is right behind this one wall, because yep, this is the clock I use for my time machine. I guess you would call it the power source of the time machine. Yeah, this is the thing that got me from A to B, and I figured today we finally start figuring out a thing or two, or at least lay the groundworks on figuring out some things. So if we head ourselves down here with, of course, the coordinates up in the top left screen, hidden and centered, because I want to hide this as best as I can, you can see that down here I mined out just a little bit more than before. You can see there's quite a bit more space down here, because what I think I want to do for this thing to understand it a little bit more is to maybe make a sort of a laboratory, and maybe trying to control some of the time powers it has, to maybe try and get some answers as to why I was thrown back into the previous season. So let's maybe hop into another third-person time-lapse and grind out this small little laboratory we have planned. A couple hours later, and now we have what will be the start of our testing site for this time machine. I've installed 2 separate pipes on either end in the hopes to control the explosions just a little bit from what we have experienced from right here. Over here, what we have is the control panel right here with a whole bunch of switches and levers and knobs, which we will be testing out fairly soon. We also have this lever right here, which will open that one door over there, because, I believe whatever's going to happen whenever we send in the command, whatever, will go through it will pop out over there, and I'm hoping whatever we get will help give us a few answers. Hopefully, at least, hopefully. So I believe what we have to do to give it its power is to just put the clock inside of this hopper, and okay, it sounded like it's starting up, so now let's flip some things around and let's hope for the best. Let's see if like any of these things will actually help us. Okay, it sounds like something's happening. Let's turn our compass for time a little bit, and yeah, let's push this button and let's see. Has anything happened? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out, and what the? Hello, miss?
Don't hello me. The last time I saw you, you were about to dig into a bank, and now you're standing across from me this glass weird chamber thingy. Anyway, what? You don't even know how to pay for your drinks at the bar. You don't even know how to wear good clothes. I mean, look at you. You've been wearing the same thing for days now. Haven't you learned how to shower or bathe? Guess not that.
Whoever this lady is, she seems a little bit salty. So let's see if we can take her back to wherever we took her. And if we push this, and did that work? Okay. Oh, thank goodness, thank goodness. I was worried we were gonna have to figure out a way on what to do with that person. And I think I sensed them back to the time I took them, or maybe at least a roundabout there. Again, there's a learning curve in figuring out this technology, but let's see if we could try this again. Let's maybe turn it all the way around. Let's flick some of these levers here and there. Let's pull this up, and then let's push this, and then hopefully this time we'll get something a little bit more favorable. And has it this time? And oh, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that and just try and send this, whatever it is, back to its own time. And has it? Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I did not want to have to relive that all over again. Okay, let's try it maybe just a little bit turn. Let's flick this lever a few times, pull this up, push this button, and I mean, whatever we did now can't be anywhere near as bad as what we did before. What is this? There's just a... Why is there... It's like an armor stand, but with my coloring skins on. Why is... This isn't even part of a time thing. Like, does this just materialize things out of nothing? Like, I'm confused. I'm very, very confused with this thing. So I think the best course of action I can do is probably do a little bit more testing. I think this definitely needs a little bit of reworking, or at least learning a little bit more before we try bringing in whatever we're bringing in over here, or just figuring out more about what this thing is and how we can use it, because yeah, whatever we're doing here, so far it's not giving me exactly what I'm hoping for. So even though time isn't necessarily on our side for figuring out this one mystery about what happened, I think time definitely is on our side in terms of the other types of things we did today, mainly with all this terraining, all this construction work, and laying out the groundworks for some mega terraforming projects that will be happening in the future. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. So this is the place you start videos at?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I'm gonna clip this and have this be the end of my video, so.
Okay, thanks for stopping by.
Yep, out.
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 See ya.
See ya.